Finally, you found me.
Looks like it.
How'd you get past the old hag?
That nice lady downstairs?
She's made my life hell.
Old people are like that.
At least my rent is low. Doctors earn little in Temeria. Many leave.
You stayed.
Someone had to.
Anyway.
Yes?
Shani, I wanted to ask you something.
Mm-hmm.
I heard you saw Cohen shortly before he died.
That's right. How did you know?
I found his sword.
He died during the battle at Brenna, on my operating table.
You were a medic at Brenna?
I worked alongside a surgeon named Rusty, best doctor I ever knew.
Knew?
He died when the Catriona plague erupted, in Maribor. Though a halfling, he could operate like no one else.
Ooh.
He made everything seem simple. Stitch red to red, yellow to yellow, white to white, and everything will be all right. You wouldn't understand.
Sorry, Shani, I didn't know him. Do you know anything about this sword?
No, but you should ask the dwarf, Zoltan. His knowledge of weapons is unmatched.
Chive. Also, would this be also... this is going back to the YouTube thing. But would this be considered sexual themes
Yes.
and shit? She's wearing a night dress, and night dresses are, you know.
Shani,
I wanted to
no.
talk.
what is it?
Sometimes I dream about the Battle of Brenna, the massacre.
I'm sorry.
But that's it. I'm not sorry. I wake up refreshed, and it's like I'm used to suffering. Does that make sense?
It does.
Thanks. Sometimes it's good to share.
Don't mention it.
Okay. You come to Shani every now and then. She's in the... I don't know if I already mentioned this. I don't want to, like, pull up stories that I've already stored. You know what I mean? I guess I'll sleep here. Because I got the option to.
Yeah.
Pose. In the books, Shani comes up in a very funny way. Because in this particular chapter, your POV is Dandelion, and you know you're following the story of Dandelion, and like in the previous couple chapters, Dandelion finds Shani and is like, "Hey, if you find my friend Geralt, can you hide him for me because he's being watched?" But he did this all secretly, and you don't notice that he's doing this, but that's what he basically says. And Shani's like, sure, no problem. And then at one point, Dandelion gets interrogated by some people, and he ends up like...
Need anything?
I think he doesn't escape. They let him go, and then he
Siegfried
does some sweet-ass Assassin's Creed running over, like, walls and shit, and literally ninjas his way to Shani's house to tell us, like, hey, where's Geralt? The people are actually on his ass. Like, they know that he's here. We need to move him, you know what I mean? And as he busts through her window, literally Geralt and Shani are in bed about to, like, literally have sex. And Dandelion's like, okay. And that ends just like that ends up being brought up in the game at one point, where it's like, oh, do you want to continue what Dandelion interrupted? And then like Geralt's like, what? And you won't get this, you won't get this as like non-book reader, which is kind of like a problem I have with the game, or at least the first game, is like, unless you'd read the book, you're not gonna know what's gonna happen, you know what I mean? They're talking about books, you're like, c'est quoi? I don't understand. What is this word? Alright, I was going to Vincent. And that's pretty much it. It's like, I don't know what's going on. Well then. Good talk. Alright, Vincent.
How did things go at the warehouse once I left?
Quickly.
Good. I admit I was hoping for a bit more, but it's always a few bandits less.
That's the last time you use me. I'm not a general avenger.
Had no choice, believe me. It won't happen again. You have my word. I guess you plan to continue the investigation.
Don't have a choice.
I can't help officially, but I'll leave you to it. Anything you learn, I'd be glad to hear.
I don't want to help the Order, but I don't want to help the Scoia'tael, because honestly, I should sympathize more with the elves, just because they are essentially kind of like Native Americans. But the way they're doing it, I don't know, it's just, you know what I mean? It's like, you're doing it all wrong. I just want to be neutral Geralt, you know what I mean? Plus, I always ended up liking the characters of, like, Siegfried and Vernon Roach better than I did of Yavin and, what's-his-face. So,
I
yeah.
have a letter signed by Yevon, leader of a band of squirrels. Might interest the authorities.
Show me.
Here.
Interesting. Thoroughly civic behavior, Witcher. Surprising for an out... My thanks. Here's your reward.
Thanks.
What is it, Witcher?
I wanted to talk to you about Salamandra.
Okay.
Someone informed them about my cockatrice contract.
What are you suggesting?
The professor, after you released him.
I got no time. End a conversation.
You let the professor out of prison.
His bail was paid. That's the law.
I get it. Observe the law at all costs. What do you do nights? Meet your boss, Azar Javed?
Nothing unnatural about spending nights in the trade quarter.
I see. I've got no real...
Sounds like your mountain has turned into a molehill. That's what happens if you stumble upon any
I could accuse him and make him pissed, but... And, you know what? I'm guessing this is, like, good script writing on the parts of the developers. Because, honestly, whenever I talk to, like, the elves in this game, they always piss me off. Which is, I think, they were trying to do.
Zoltan Chive, good to see you.
You got inside the town okay? Plenty of work for a witcher in Vizima.
It seems so. How did you manage to get in?
Nasty non-humans will always find a way to sneak into human homes.
True enough. Listen, Zoltan, I wanted to talk to you.
Yes?
This sword.
What do you know about my silver sword?
What, me? A simple dwarf?
Shani insisted your knowledge of weapons is unequaled.
All right. Silver-plated blade. A steel core. Suited to a two-handed grip. Decent workmanship.
Bullshit. That's a
not
one-handed
perfect.
grip.
I don't know runes for shit.
Thanks.
No problem.
Know anything about Vivaldi's bank?
Now it's only Vivaldi's by name.
How so?
New owners. Humans.
That explains a lot.
Really?
How are you doing?
Ever considered marriage, Geralt?
My profession's not exactly conducive to marriage. Infertility, incessant risk, travel. Not many women would agree to that.
You see, I'm having doubts.
Go on.
I haven't seen her for some time, and I'm getting jealous. She-dwarves are so desirable.
I suggest we drink heavily, if that doesn't help.
You mocking me?
I wouldn't dare.
Hardly something to laugh about.
Farewell.
So, he said that it's a true, like, the grip is two-handed, but considering the top where it has the wolf's ears pointing towards the hand, it's not a two-hand grip. Simply because if you try to two-hand grip, you're gonna hurt yourself. Unless you manage to grip it right where your pinky is is in an awkward position, but that would totally ruin your grip on the grip. Just
What brings you here?
Just some words.
I've figured out Azar Javed's contacts.
Interesting.
Sorry I suspected you. I know you've lost control of your bank.
Kind to be so frank with a dwarf.
Anytime.
I have information about Javed that might be useful.
Even the smallest details sometimes are.
I saw his name in old files. He paid tuition at the sorcerer school in Barnard. He was expelled after taking an interest in dark magic. He stopped paying tuition, and that was the last trace of him in our system. You're dealing with a renegade, and a dangerous one at that.
Nice. See, I kind of fucked up when Coleman died, because I'm pretty sure Coleman gives you the proof that Vincent Mayes is innocent, because you find out that Coleman is actually the plant for Vincent in Razmeet's thing. You know what I mean? And he's trying to find if Ramsmeet is part of like the salamanders. So that's like, that's how you find proof that if Vincent has a plant in Ramsmeet's organization, trying to find if he's part of Soyatel, clearly that means Vincent isn't part of the salamanders. But he's dead, so I can't find that proof anymore. Got an earth rune. I should really sell some of my food, like the ones that don't stack.
Need anything?
Will you sell me your ware?
I only
Buy.
Wait, what?
need any.
Will you sell me?
I only work for.
Buy.
Wait, what? I'm friends. What?
That's no bargain, that's rubbish.
I was able to buy and sell from him for so long, and where'd Siegfried go? What? What is this? I don't know how to respond to this, because, like...
Sir,
Can I have a...
forgive me, sir, we sell only to the order's friend.
Farewell.
What happened to Siegfried? What the hell? I'm so confused now.
Oh, I work
I-
too much.
Literally because I have video proof of me going to there, buying and selling and shit. Now I'm confused. I guess I'm gonna have to come all the way over here to buy and sell shit.